It's your girl, JV. Hi, Priestess. I even rolled a freshie for you because your girl is here with the general tarot reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Ooh, interesting. The first time I've needed to take a sip of water during a reading. Which brings me to our ruling planet Mars in Pisces. Not a comfortable place for it to be. Mars, your ruling planet, well, for Sun, Aries Sun, but the Martian energy is 9 degrees Pisces right now. And some of you are already deep in some sort of illusion, in waiting in confusion, in a mystery, in something that's unknown, leaning into the mysteries and hidden answers within yourself, within your subconscious. There are a lot of aspects also. Mars has been hella busy, just sextiled Uranus. Where you going? Just sextiled Uranus in Taurus 2 days ago. In 6 days, Venus squares off with Mars. So there is this, for some of you it may be manifesting at this, this head-to-head or this challenge in regards to the divine feminine versus the divine masculine. And it doesn't have to be a versus, but there could be opportunities for friction, for obstacles, for tension there that need to be healed in order to be healed. First card out, 4 of Wands. Stability, having a happy home, being in a fun environment. It's important to you right now. Granted, we are all in quarantine and different states have different weird, loose laws, but for the most part, do we can to have some fun at home or out in nature. It doesn't need to be at a party or an event or a wedding or anything like that, but there is something coming up. Look at this yellow. There is a rising up from the root to the sacral to the solar plexus. There is an exertion of willpower, a striving for stability, leaning into your self-worth, being about your business, getting about your paper, about your money, which is also something that happened with that Mars Uranus sextile, that there could be changes in how you're making money, working from home, working on something that you're passionate about, something that brings you joy, something that you want to celebrate. Some of you have something to celebrate. Some of you are cohabitating or having a really good time with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and they're showing up strongly. Any of you who are single mothers, there is that's coming up, Queen of Swords. There is what kind of feels like some kind of a face-off, possibly, between different sides of you. The striving for stability versus the striving for understanding, logic, and communication. This is getting your self-worth together so that you can transmute your pain into articulate wisdom, eloquently expressing yourself. which is a little difficult to do with Mars in Pisces. There is this, it's more than illusion. There could be even like feeling a little accident prone, feeling a little clumsy. There's this push and pull that's taking place. Being in the depths of the sea, yet being so full of passion. And with the Four of Wands out, it is, you're ready for some good times. You're ready for joy. You didn't get that shit in your season. You was all cooped up for your birthday. And now you are ready to rage. That's what this looks like. Also, there looks like there's a lot of people here, Aries. I mean, those of you in open relationships, those of you who explore, you know, and subscribe to polyamory, that's something that's coming up here, where there could be two really strong energies. Also, this could be like a lesbian relationship, two really strong energies. Also, I mean, it could, of course, be friendships, but two really strong female energies. Doesn't have to be a female, but two really strong in their in their conviction, strong in their emotions and their ability to be emotional and to emote. So it could be a man who's just very comfortable with emoting, but two strong personalities doing what they can to overcome. Seven of Wands reversed. Woo. Like, there are a lot of people with a lot of things to say, and I feel like you very quickly are, there's this like, I want to communicate in a mature way, but I also want to wild the fuck out. And that's something that you're really overcoming. There is a certain leveling up, a certain maturity that's taking place. When people are having shit to say, not really minding. Or there are people that really mean a lot to you who have who have been saying some hurtful things, but hurtful truths that you need to hear. Things that you need to consider in your decision-making process. And there's a lot of rest that is needed, meditation that is needed, a slowing down, and that's why Mars is in Pisces. Slow the fuck down, bitch. It's okay to take your time to think on it, to think before you speak, to sleep on it, to lay your weapons down and reach for clarity of the mind, clarity of the heart, clarity of the spirit, clarity in your passions. Like, it's not no major arcana out yet, but like, oddly enough, the Four of Swords strikes me the most. That is really what feels like the advice. It's like, rest. Let yourself get really cerebral. And that's one thing, like, Aries are like the closet intellectuals of the zodiac. The Hangman has come out so much for everyone. Rest so that you can get yourself unstuck. Please. I'm gonna let one more come out. Rest so that you are able to see the new perspective that the universe is trying to show you by keeping you in this position of uncomfortability. You're being asked to see something from a very different perspective. You're being asked to see your own shit, your own shadow, your own hidden mysteries that you need to surrender to. There is deep surrender here. Last card, Ten of Swords. Because deep surrendering, because the old you can't get you where you're trying to be. So let them source, let those old thoughts, let those old beliefs, those old shitty social conditioning patterns, let them end so that you can turn your head and your face and your eye to the sun, and that you can exert your willpower with new and improved free will, renewed willpower, renewed energy. Bottom of the deck is the World. Yeah. It's the end of a cycle, the end of an era, and it's time. Let's look at these cards, babe. All right, Aries, let's get into it. First card out being the Four of Wands. It's time to have some fun. It's time to celebrate something. Strive for some enjoyment. Create a fun, blissful experience in your home. Some of you may be working from home, so sprucing up your area, tidying up, getting super organized, getting methodical, studying new ways to really generate stability for yourself so that you can communicate clearly and so that you can behave the way that you want, and so that you're not dealing with all this internal pressure. There is a lot of pressure here that's indicated. People may be like maybe insulting you or confronting you or checking you, or there just may be like consistent doubt from people in some way. Like someone taking jabs possibly, and that makes you want to run when you really need to give yourself rest and clarity, because you are in the depths, in the thick of Piscean energy with Mars in Pluto approaching Neptune. When Mars crosses over Neptune, something for sure as fuck will end, and it will be the end of an era, the end of a cycle, and it's time for it to end. So let's get into it. What is please clarify the Four of Wands actually. What are there any other messages? Are there any things that we're able to do to attain this stability and structure? That is there anything we can do to easily access this bliss? Is there any advice for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, that is able to build upon this celebratory energy? There could be some kind of party or something with an earth sign, and flow. There's got to be a better balancing. You are amidst turbulent times, turbulent emotional waters, and it's time that you figure out your flow, that you choose what you need to stake into the ground, what you need to multitask with, what to do with all this extra energy. What to do with all this energy, all this go, go, go. Because it looks like, I know that that's also this Venus, Mars Venus squaring off that takes place. There's a new way to balance, a new way to juggle. There are also maybe two people that you are interested in, and that you are interested in pursuing, and finding a way to be honest and to not create any illusions. Be honest, be open. Look at these two people here. There's a celebration, and you have the ability to have what you want. It's just about really balancing your time, operating in a place of honesty. Please clarify the Queen of Pentacles. What's going on with this earth energy here? If there's not an earth sign around, then this is definitely speaking to your level of self-worth. How are you investing in yourself? What is your self-esteem looking like lately? What are you doing to contribute positively to having a better self-esteem? There are workouts that you could be doing. There are activities. There are lessons that you could be taking, things that you could be studying, things that you can be doing, getting out in nature, even, getting out in remote areas in nature where that will bring clarity. Clarity because there's something that you need to say, something that you need to articulate. There is some kind of wildness within that you need to articulate that you are scared to, that people maybe talk shit about, or there's just some kind of change or some kind of something that you are passionate and ready to pursue that haters are just showing up. And you may feel like you're tired of fucking defending yourself or having to defend your emotions, defend your position, defend your beliefs. So as opposed to fighting, continue to clarify. Queen of Pentacles. But as opposed to fighting, it's time to rest. Because fighting is, the more you just push and push and push, the further away you're going to get from, the further you're going to get away from the reality, and the deeper that you get into confusion. Also, that's what I'm saying. There's like a lot of options. Some of you are in open relationships, or dating multiple people, have multiple love interests, and you're also trying to work and create and do stuff at the same time. And it's just a lot. And this is having a lot, and just like, it's like thinking about it a lot, but not doing much. And there's a need for action here. Also, this person, this earth energy, this feels like Taurus energy, but Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, either way. Something could be going on where you're confused. This person is confused, or they're not sure what to do, or they have multiple options too. And there's just a need for transparency, a need for communication, adult communication, not communicating in some childish, immature way. It's really important to take the high road and communicate how you need to, what you really need to say, how you really feel, the desires that are coming up in you. Is there any other messages for the Queen of Pentacles? What's the advice for dealing with this earth energy? What's the advice for dealing with this earth energy? It could be a friend, could be a mother, could be a maternal figure. But there is confusion around the situation, and clarity is needed. And just asking, what's the advice in dealing with an Aries dealing with the earth energy? Being okay with a different pace, being okay with slowing down. You need to take it slow. You may have already jumped the gun and gone faster than you should have, but now you're, coming into your own, coming into your energy, and there may be like a pulling back, and this person may do a little bit of a pulling back, and that's okay. And you both are just doing what you can to win the race. Slowly, steadily, pragmatically, really taking your time to feel into what kind of foundation that you want to build, so that from the 8 to the 9, from confusion to wish fulfillment. Hell yeah. So this person, this energy may take a little bit of work, this earth energy, and it also may be somebody softening up. Please clarify the Queen of Swords. What's going on with this air energy? What's the advice for how does Aries need to handle the air energy in their life, this energy that's coming up? Because your innate reaction may be to be a little aggressive. This air energy may be, and it doesn't have to be an air sign. It could just be someone who acts like a fucking know-it-all. And someone that you may want to rebel against. The advice is to operate from a place of freedom. You are not bound to anybody. This is your fucking life. Maybe dealing with a Capricorn, and they have changed. They are experiencing a certain level of freedom, and you need to provide that for yourself. It's time. Please clarify the Knight of Wands. I just want to know who all these people are. There's a lot of different influences. And I feel like this is you, though. I feel like this very much is you showing up, wanting to move forward, showing up with the gumption, showing up with the fire, trying to pick up the pace, ready to get shit done, in motion, in action, movement. Though in Pisces season, it's not going to go as quickly as you want to. Yeah, there's some of y'all dating multiple people, and that's cool. But there is a love offer that needs to go inward so that you can generate the kind of foundation that you want. If you are feeling any kind of like wish-washy, like if you're just feeling crazy back and forth, experiencing any kind of depression or anxiety is also like a big thing that I feel for you guys. Don't be afraid. I've almost said this in every fucking reading. It's like, don't be afraid to reach out to a professional. Also, if there is some venture that you're passionate about, seek out a professional. Seek out somebody that knows more than you, whose knowledge base is stronger than yours. Please clarify the Hangman. Reach out to someone with a wider grasp of the arena that you're diving, or the industry that you're diving into, so that you can move from and maybe once you have somebody else or delegate this task to a professional, you can just, lean into the creativity. It doesn't have to be all business. You can lean into the more romantic side, the more creative side, having fun. Clarify this. So yeah, Pisces. There is definitely strong Pisces energy, and there's going to be grand, swift changes that take place when Mars crosses over Neptune. And while Mars is in Neptune, you are being shown something that needs to end, and so a new cycle can begin. So let's clarify this Ten of Swords. What needs to end for Aries? What does Aries need to release in order to get this new beginning, this leveling up that wants to come in? You guys also may be dealing with a Pisces, Aquarius, or Capricorn. That's something that's coming up. Heavy water, heavy earth energy. The Capricorn in your life may have really switched up and gone from a really, really dark side of Saturn to the lighter side of Saturn. Their cycles are changing. They're picking themselves up. They're just behaving differently. And there is a different side that you're seeing of a Capricorn or an Aquarius in your life. Someone with heavy Capricorn Aquarius placements. But please clarify the Ten of Swords. What needs to end? A lack of faith. There is this, I want to go, I want to do it my way, when I want to do it, on my timing, my plan, that needs to fucking end. That is getting shut down. 10, clarified by a 10. 10, 10. So many cycles coming to an end here, really. And it's good. Let go of your lack of faith so that you can be coddled and supported and held by the universe. People can change. You can change. You can do better. Please clarify the world. I want to, this is the last one. I know I'm going in on y'all, but we're going to get this work. Let go of the mistrust of the divine. There is a certain level of faith that you guys are being taught how to operate. You're learning what's yours and what's not yours to control. Ooh. Victory. But before the victory needs to be the unveiling, the end of being guarded, laying your weapons down so that you can tend to the emotionality, moon. I mean, this is choosing not to see, and it's time to take the blindfold off, babe. It's time to put your weapons down so that the emotions can flow in, so you can go ahead and let yourself submerge in these Neptunian waters and these Piscean waters, these mysteries. Go ahead and let yourself drown because you need to. Because there's victory to be had. Once you drown in the shadow and explore the shadow, you'll be able to connect it with your light and propel yourself forward, overcome all of your obstacles so that you can see and experience your particular brand of triumph. I love you. We got this. Woo! We got this.